In the last part, Prince Vegeta shows his father exactly what it takes to be a Saiyan and the power of one, even dethroning him and giving him a title to a low-class Bardock. Then, Vegeta goes to rid the universe of all the evil that currently resides in the universe, until ultimately meeting Whis. In this part, we go deeper into the lore of now renowned Vegeta, so let's continue. Whis is prepared to listen to Vegeta, and Vegeta then starts. Vegeta starts the explanation on how he was just suddenly reborn without knowing anything of what's going on. The last thing he knows is that he was fighting the Heaters on planet Cereal, and that after that, Black Frieza came around. Whis was kind of confused about Black Frieza, so Vegeta had to explain it. And then once they returned back on Beerus' world, he just blipped out of existence and started falling through a rift, eventually gaining consciousness and waking up as pretty much a toddler. He started collecting some memories, and from that point on, started getting more and more of the memories from his old past self. Whis has a lot to take in and is wondering on what's going on. Whis knows that it's only possible through the Super Dragon Balls, but Vegeta said they're out of commission and been so the entire time, so there is no other way than some kind of sheer luck, or if there is another dragon that can grant a similar wish of the same power magnitude. Whis is kind of confused, not knowing what to say about the entire situation, and just tells Vegeta that at this point, he cannot really do much about it and has to live his new life, even though it's all over again. And so, with a heavy heart, asks Whis again to train him so that he could become a destroyer in this universe. Whis actually accepts, but not because of a judgment call, but because of a gut feeling that everything that Vegeta just said is actually true. And so, the training begins. Over on Earth, Goku is now Goku instead of Kakarot, and even Broly was found by Grandpa Gohan. And even though Goku was a kind-hearted Saiyan, Broly on the other hand didn't hit his head and is still just a normal Saiyan kid, still tireless and also with a big appetite, which forces Grandpa Gohan to go and catch even more food for the two Saiyans instead of just one. The canon events go completely 180, and the only difference is that Grandpa Gohan still dies. The reason why, even though Broly is there, is that when Goku transforms into a great ape and starts trashing the place, Grandpa Gohan was the first to go out while Broly was asleep. And so Broly slept through most of the thing up until he was awoken by basically his entire house getting destroyed, and so when he came out, he already saw Grandpa Gohan right under the feet of the great ape Goku. And so Broly got mad and started trashing Goku all the way inwards, outwards, and upwards up until he got tired out and got out of the great ape form completely unconscious. Broly saw what he has done and who exactly it was, and so Broly recollected a lot of memories from Vampa all the way back from when he was becoming a great ape. So from this point on, Goku and Broly are now a duo that have just lost their main income of food and now have to survive in a harsh reality called wilderness. Back to Vegeta and Whis on Beerus' world, Whis is training Vegeta to calm his focus so that his fighting is a lot more efficient, and the way he did it is through meditation. Vegeta already knew a bit of meditation, so he decided to try it out in hopes of actually getting it very good on this try, and so he did. And he has gotten so good at it that once he goes and spars with Whis, Ultra Ego does not work. He's always calm. He doesn't have the thrill of the battle that gives Ultra Ego its actual reputation, and so he just goes along with normal Super Saiyan Blue. However, in no time at all, Vegeta accesses autonomous Ultra Instinct, which he was wanting to achieve for so long back in his old life. Whis is feeling prideful about the young Saiyan, and Vegeta has the fate to go even further beyond into mastered Ultra Instinct, and even says it out loud. to which Whis asks if that was actually made possible. And so Vegeta goes on to explain how Goku, a Saiyan from Earth that was sent there to protect him, actually managed to achieve Ultra Instinct and mastered Ultra Instinct, and just recently perfected Ultra Instinct. Whis is astonished at the Saiyan race, wondering why did Beerus want to destroy them when they have all this potential at their disposal. Vegeta says that he has no clue, and so continues on with the training so that he attains Master Ultra Instinct and to perfect that. Whis sees that Vegeta is genuinely serious about the whole destroyer thing, so Whis gives Vegeta some destroyer robes and tells him to get comfortable in them because he's gonna be wearing them next, and actually quite soon as well. Vegeta likes that, and so the training resumes. In a few months, Vegeta has already mastered Ultra Instinct, and in the meantime, while he's relaxing, he goes to Earth to check on things. He senses Broly and Goku at the same time, and he senses that Goku is actually quite a bit more powerful than he used to be, and even managed to shadow his old past self when Raditz came to Earth first time, as his power level is at around 2000 while Broly is still at his regular power level. Broly is now somewhat of an adult while Goku is still a kid. As Broly and Vegeta are basically the same age, he can already tell that Broly and Goku are basically like brothers. In either case, he leaves them to be. Meanwhile with them, Goku and Broly have decided to go home from a fishing trip and go over to the 4-star Dragon Ball that Grandpa Gohan left them. As they're pretty stupid like Goku was in the original, they go and pray to the Dragon Ball. And just as unannounced, Bulma comes by and Goku attacks the car that she drives in. Broly recognizes the car, so he tells Goku to step back while Broly goes to deal with business. He is also clueless as to who it is, as much as at the fact that Bulma is actually a girl, not a boy. Bulma introduces herself and her intentions, and Goku is still on his guard, but Broly actually has something going on, so he asks what she's doing here. Bulma explains that she's searching for something called Dragon Balls, explaining them like orange orbs with stars in them, and that there's 7 of them and she's the one seeking for them, as they can grant anything they desire. Broly is now interested, and so is Goku. But then, Broly remembers that they have an exact Dragon Ball with 4 stars back at Grandpa Gohan's place. So they're kind of skeptical as to what's going on and if she's not just a poacher or something. But they still go on guard and take her to Grandpa Gohan's house. Once there, Bulma recognizes the Dragon Ball and runs for it to go and grab it. Broly stops her and says not so fast as he goes to ask for her intentions again. Bulma says that whatever she just said is true and even suggests to go along with her, just so she could prove her point. Goku and Broly are still skeptical but like the idea of going with her. Bulma then gets sus and goes to show her panties to both Goku and Broly. Goku is confused and Broly knows what she's doing, so Goku does what he does in the original and Broly says that he's not horny and that will not work on him. Bulma gets angry, and with that, Broly actually catches feelings towards the Earthling and even says it out loud to her. Bulma actually blushes, but then keeps her composure and asks again for the tides. However, Broly just kindly rejects that and tells Bulma that he will indeed go along with her and that he will take Goku as well. Bulma is more than ecstatic, and so the trio goes to search for the Dragon Balls, taking the Grandpa Gohan's Dragon Ball as well. But as everything is fine and dandy on Earth, on Beerus' world, Beerus actually awoke about 20 years way too early, and the very first thing he senses is a destroyer power on his world, so he rushes out to check it out. Over there, he sees Whis training someone that looks somewhat like a Saiyan, confirming that with a tail. Beerus then confronts Vegeta. We're continuing the series next time. While you wait for the next part, join the T23 Discord server with the Vanity URL down in the description. Thank you for watching, and with that, peace out.